You know, while we boot this game up for the first time, I heard that Sandman TV series is supposed to be really good. I haven't seen it yet, but it's getting really great reviews. I need to check it out. I don't know if anybody in here has watched Sandman yet and can give a spoiler-free, it's amazing, or man, that sucks, or type of comment to it, but I'm interested. What you're about to experience is based on real paranormal events. Research of the occult has shown heightened moments of emotion such as fear, which can encourage manifestations of hauntings. If after playing this game you experience abnormal happenings around your home or sudden change in your behavior of yourself or loved one, reach out to your local church and paranormal investigators. Who's this game trying to be, like Blair Witch? Wow, that is flickery as hell. Alright, let's look at this stuff here. VSync 120, please. 4K? Get out of here. I need 1440. Here we go. 1440, 120. Ultra settings. I guess it doesn't have many settings here. That's fine. Does it just auto-apply them? Do I just hit close and it applies it? I don't see it actually applying the stuff, so... I wonder if I have to exit and go back into it. Here, subtitles on. Yeah, I really wonder if I gotta exit and go back into it. Let's do that really quick, because I don't think it actually did anything. Could be like that game we played last week, Murdered Soul Suspect. I had to actually exit the game and go back into it in order for it to apply the resolution. Which, this one's doing 4K and I wanted to go down to 1440p. Murdered Soul Suspect was like 720p. Trying to get it up, so it was a huge difference when we got it to go to that. The Sandman series is very good, however the audiobooks are far superior. So when you say the Sandman series, are you referring to the graphic novels? Because I'm familiar with those. Or the actual Netflix. And here, I'm actually gonna flash my capture card real quick here. Just to make sure we're good. Alright. God, I feel like... And I'll give a photosensitivity warning to anybody watching it. Like this screen here. Little flashy, huh? Little flashy. Alright, here. Let's go new shift. The Netflix? I need to check that out. Hey! Z9 Caliburn, thank you for that follow. Welcome on in.
I'm so glad it's almost over. Congratulations, sweetie.
Thank you.
I'll never understand why you chose such a macabre field.
There's nothing disturbing about it. It's just that
I'm proud of you. I really am. You've come so far. So, you haven't told me what's next. Will you get a job where you are, or...?
They actually have everyone they need. But my old teacher, Mr. Delver, transferred me to his office to finalize my internship there.
Oh, well, that's good. I remember you mentioning him. Where's he located? Are you moving away from me?
No, I'm not moving. He's actually located around here. Riverfields.
Oh, Rebecca. I don't like that.
Grandma...
Even I've heard things about that place. I'd just be worried about you.
People make up stories. Death is a scary thing to a lot of people. And we try to explain things we don't understand, and we want comfort when we lose someone we love. I mean, no one's embalming any ghost bodies or whatever. It's fine.
All right. I'm sorry. But I wanted to give you this anyway. So, here.
I don't know if I want that.
Just take it, please. It should be yours anyway.
Thanks.
All right, enough spooky stuff.
Enough
So
spooky
proud
stuff.
of you. When is all this happening? When do you start?
I want more spooky
I've
stuff.
actually been there for a few weeks now. My review is tomorrow.
Hmm. Well, okay then. So, kind of some jerky, janky animations there. Voice acting is a little dry out of the gate, but I'm not going to hold it against it. It's an indie title, I think.
All right, here we go.
Adjust my mic a little bit there. Here we go. So there's supposed to be a new Spawn series, right? Did I hear that Jamie Foxx is going to be playing Spawn in the new series? I think he could do a really good job on that. I really want them to do a really, really good Spawn. Spawn is this franchise. It did amazingly well as a comic, but it was so underdone for the movie. I still like that movie, by the way, with John Leguizamo and Martin Sheen. And I forget the actor that actually played Spawn. He wasn't in that much stuff. At least not mainstream stuff that I'm aware of. I'm sure he probably has a fairly big acting career. He did fine. It wasn't like his acting was horrible for that movie, but I would like to see someone really come in and just nail that role. Really make it shine. But I'm super interested in checking it out. Let me raise that a little bit there. There we go. I wonder when that's going to release. When she embalms me, but I'm dead. The game. Wait, what? Hey, we can make coffee? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Well, if there was coffee in it before, there's not any coffee in it now. So we're just gonna move along here. Dan, the Destroyer of Worlds, welcome on in. How's your day going? Void, welcome on in. Faj, welcome on in. What streaming platform is this going to be on? You mean like, in terms of like GeForce Now or anything? I'm not sure. I know it's a Steam game at the moment. I don't know if it was released on anything else. If it's going to be on a streaming platform, probably like GeForce Now or something. But, you know, I got to be honest. Like, I know streaming platforms are great for a lot of people because it allows people to play games, newer games, much newer titles than maybe their current computer or console or something can do. So it does open up a lot of doors. I can't stand them. I keep trying to like them just because of how vast the library of games they have are. But the delay absolutely kills me. Like, the only streaming service, if you can even call it this, that I like is using Streamlink from my one computer to maybe my laptop. And that's it. And even then, like, the video quality jumps down quite a bit. It goes from, like, you know, whatever the streaming PC is running on, and the receiving computer looks like it's always getting it at like 720, no matter the resolution, just because of its compression. It works well. It's very responsive and great if you want to keep a computer in one room and just casually play something in another room. But man, like, everything else just has a noticeable delay. And some games aren't so bad, but like first-person shooters, most of the time, unplayable. Racing games, oh my god, are racing games rough on streaming services? Oh, you're talking about Spawn. I don't know. I don't know when it's coming out or what it's going to be on. Hopefully it'll come out to a lot of stuff, though. I know a lot of studios, and granted, and let me rephrase this, I'm not sure if it's going to be a show or a movie. I'm hoping it's going to be a show. Because then we'll get like 8 to 10 episodes of great content versus like a one and done show. And they really left a lot of stuff open in here, didn't they? Oh, hey, a mirror. Okay. Functional mirror. Functional toilet. Look at this toilet paper. But I know a lot, if it's going to be a movie, I know a lot of studios are trying now to force stuff to go back to theaters. Because they make a lot of money in the theaters. When stuff hits streaming services, they're not making nearly the amount of money that they would have for a proper theater release. So it's a bummer for them to release stuff to streaming services a lot of times. In fact, there was some movie, we talked about it somewhat recently, that they tried to say the reason that it bombed so hard or it didn't make them nearly enough revenue was because they released it to a streaming service, when in reality the movie was just crap. That's almost like, I don't know if it's the way the painting is. Like, I feel like that's supposed to be like a nice picture. The eyes, I think, it just hits creepy. That's weird. All right, well, I guess we should keep going, right? What's this? Rebecca, one last thing I forgot to give you. Please grab a pencil from my desk and sign. Thanks! Zoe, P.S. Good luck. So are we literally supposed to sign thanks? Or is that a tiny period that's very poorly placed at the end of that N? Well, I guess we'll find out. What's this? Embalming report. Okay. Well, there's the pencil. Pencil, used to sign the paperwork left on the door. That's fascinating. All right. Whoa. Quick inventory. Access quick inventory and choose the item you wish to use. Most, but not all places where items can be used will cause them to appear. Okay. Didn't say on the door. Inventory. Large items are held in your hands. If both hands are full, you will need to drop the large item before picking up another. Smaller items are kept in your pockets. It's genius. Genius. All right. After selecting the item, the description will appear below. If the item can be dropped, a drop button will appear under the item's description. Use... Okay. No, I don't want to drop it. Can I put it in my hands? I see an option to take it out of my pockets. Okay. And I feel like that's the paperwork. Why won't it let me sign it? What do you want from me right now? Am I missing something? Used to sign the paperwork left on the door. We can see it. How the hell do I select it? Is this supposed to be a controller game too? Like, should I be playing this with a controller? Because I see an X at the top, which makes me feel like maybe I'm using the improper input method to make things much harder for myself. Let's plug in the controller and see if this works better. Oh, I already don't like it on a controller. So, Oh, there we go. It's, right mouse button. There we go. Alright, we're getting there. We're learning things. We're learning things.
Rebecca, great. Perfect
Hey,
timing.
what's up?
I just finished with Mr. Dalton here. Please wheel him back to cold storage and bring us Mrs. Page.
Moving the deceased. Use the gurney by standing behind it and pressing the gurney interact. We have a gurney interact key? Specific. A key dedicated to moving gurneys and nothing else. Then walk backwards with the gurney down the hall. Alright. Well, he looks dead. It's like they cleaned him up. Polished his head. Yeah, I think he's ready to move. Oh. Alright. Here we go. Ooh, okay, cold storage. Bring the body in or out of cold storage. Open the bay with the body's name, pull out the rack, then move the cart over to it. Left mouse button. Got it. Alright. Hey, Drac, you have a good day at work. Thanks for hanging out. A lot of mousing over with that, huh? Okay. Oh, there we go. Hey, we did it! In the fridge. Alright. Oh, come on. Come on, grab that body. There we go. There we go. Now let's move the gurney out of the way. Shut the rest of the way in. Let's close that door. Bam! Alright. Alright, we did it. We got the new body. Let's go ahead and put the body over here.
Alright, I'm just finishing up something here, so why don't you grab the clipboard and start recording identifying marks. I'll get out of your way when you're done and let you hop in here.
I guess we're gonna start recording stuff. Look over here, we got like a, I think that's like a syringe of some sort. We got a scalpel, eye caps, PVC tubing, flex bag, some little scissors, some needle thing, moisturizing wipes. Keep these corpses moisturized, I guess, huh? Alright then. A clipboard used for forms and keeping track of mortuary tasks. It is a large item. Alright, Dorothy Page, age 87. Alright, they have a head, shoulders, arms, and legs. We're already really good at this job. Okay. So, oh, okay. Inspecting a body. Hover over the cursor with unique markings such as moles, scratches, bruises, and interact with them to record them to the clipboard. Alright, sounds easy enough. What's that about? What is that? Oh, there's something here. Moles or something. Doesn't look healthy. Okay, anything else? Can I rotate the other way? See, I think I'm understanding this. We got areas, so it's dividing up the ways to look into areas. So I look at the head here. Okay, we got some more identifying marks. It's got one ear there. Look at those marks. Yeah, that does not look good. Although, oh, hey now.
These old windows never stay latched.
Feels like you should put something there to keep it open, and that would be jarring as hell if that happened all the time. Alright, so... we're not gonna say anything about whatever the hell that is? I guess. We already did that. It's the same kind of thing. God, that looks... like cancerous or something. I wonder if that's how they died. Okay, let's rotate. Got nothing there. Alright. Let's go over here. No rotation. Can see something already on that other foot, though. Some mole there. Okay. Go over here. Let's rotate the hand. Oh, look at that.
Great. Climb on in here and put everything into the record system. Don't forget to take the printout to the front desk so Zoe can add it to the packet for the family.
All right.
After that, we'll get started.
Sure. All right. River Fields Network how to enter the...
What was that?
I didn't say anything.
What was that?
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry.
To enter the cadaver information, click the record system icon to open the program. Match the sections on your clipboard to the corresponding section on the computer. Once all the findings have been entered into the system, click Submit to print out embalming records, then file the records up front to begin the embalming. Alright. I love this desktop picture. It's kind of, interesting. Like, the dude's desktop picture for his computer is like a little graveyard for it in the mortuary. Like, alright. Sure. Alright, record system. Night shift. Why does that just look like Netscape? The system is only for Riverfield morticians with access rights. Please enter your shift code. Yeah, I don't know what that would be. Alright. Name. Dorothy Page. Age. 87. Head. Head. Keratosa. Okay. Oh, right shoulder. Left shoulder. Nothing. Right leg, we got a mole. Right arm. Alright. Anything else? Was it just those two things? Head. There, that wouldn't take for some reason. Right shoulder. Right arm. There we go. Right leg. So it looks like she died of a case of right. Everything on the right side of her body was failing. Alright. I guess that's it, huh? Hey, we did it. Oh, dude. Kind of startled me. I didn't realize he was standing right there. I guess we follow these footprints. Tutorial footprints. That is the dust. Oh. American Idiot, welcome on in. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Embalming packet. A packet of a mortuary paperwork related to the handling of the deceased. File up front so they are available if requested. It is a large item. There. We'll figure out these controls. Let's open up some windows. Vent this place out, huh?
Time to embalm.
Time to embalm. Okay. We're getting to it.
All right. I've set everything out so you can just go ahead and get started.
Yeah.
I'll be monitoring.
Okay.
Everything's on your list there if you need it.
This guy's just gonna let us go at it, huh? No watch first, then do? Just figure it out, huh? Alright. Well, didn't you say there was a list? Oh, we already have it. Wire jaw shut, needle, and setting needles. So we need wire jaw shut with needle injector and setting needles. This sounds fun. Where do we find this stuff? Dual Band 007. Thank you for that follow. Welcome on in. So okay. Maybe everything we need's right here. Oh, there. I see setting needles. Barb with length of wire used with a needle injector to wire the jaw shut. Alright, there we go. What's this? There, the needle injector. Looks pleasant. Well, here we go. Setting the face. Pull the multiplier up and press the injection button to drive the barb into the skull. Then twist the wires to shut the jaw. Oh, just right into it, huh? Look at that.
I can't use that here. I can't use that here.
Can't use that here. Not sure what we're supposed to be doing. Exactly, I feel like I missed something. Oh. Is that it? Uh-huh.
I can't use that here. I can't use that here.
This is kind of creepy. Oh, I guess that's it. I guess we're doing that to, kind of like cock it back, if you will. Alright, what is this? Okay. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah. That's right. Okay, what's next? Insert eye caps to keep eyes shut. Alright. Use for holding eyelids shut. Fancy. Alright. Use the multiplier to open the lids completely, interact with the eyes to place the caps, then close the eye. Okay. Oh, just, it's all surprised. Alright.
Alright.
There we go. It's easy enough. Alright, what's next? Mix embalming fluid in pump. Glutaraldehyde? I'm not saying that right. Menthol. Umstat and formaldehyde. Okay. Oh, here we go. Methanol. Okay.
I can't hold anything else.
What the fuck?
Sometimes we get chemicals that haven't been stored properly, and it can make them pop like that.
Yeah.
Just keep doing your thing. I'll get it.
Okay. But I can't hold anything else. Guess we gotta do this one at a time, huh? Are we still holding? No, we didn't. Okay. Next thing. Get this. Alright. Lastly, this chemical. There we go. Alright. Make an incision in the carotid artery and jugular vein with the scalpel. Alright, we're cutting stuff now, guys. A small sharp blade used for surgery. go. Just cutting. Oh, wow. Just opened right up there, huh? Using some items. Some items need to be used directly on the body. To use an item, open quick inventory and select the needed item. Okay. Oh, we don't have it. I just leave that there for a moment. Use forceps to clamp the tubing. Here, I guess we need to take some stuff, huh? Are these supposed to be the forceps? Yeah, artery forceps, okay. Forceps to clamp the tubing to bolt the vein and connect the embalming pump. What is this? Guess we don't need that yet, huh? Alright. Let's just go back over here. Alright. Forceps. There we go. And the tubing. Oh, wow. That is big tubing. Jeez. Alright. Engage the pump and let the body drain. Why do I just imagine this is going to be like, you know, when you drink one of those Capri Suns in like the pouch and it just like drains and sinks? Is it going to be the same thing here except only, yeah. Wasn't exactly what I expected to have happen there, but okay. Okay, it's starting to run clear. I guess we just keep letting it go. You can see a little dark up here still, so I guess it's not, Are you watching me? Creep. We done? Is that it? Yeah, I guess that was it. Turn pump off, remove the tubes, and close the incision. Okay. I don't think we have anything to close it with, though. Okay. Sure, I guess. This is easy. Go back. What's next? Fill an empty IV reservoir bag with cavity fluid. Then insert Tovkar into the abdominal cavity. Okay. Okay, fill. An IV bag used for infusing embalming fluids into organs and cavities. It is a large item. Guessing that's what we need.
I'm missing something.
Oh, here we are. No, go back. Probably gonna have to sit this other thing down. Oh, no, it's a small item. Okay.
I'm missing something.
Are we? What are we missing?
I can't hold anything else.
Damn. What are we missing? Reservoir bag with the cavity fluid. Oh. Is it not filled yet? Where's cavity fluid?
I can't use that here.
I mean, we have this, but where's the cavity fluid? Oh, it's this big thing labeled cavity fluid. Gotcha. All right. Here we go. Oh. 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 Okay. It's mouse sensitive. Felt like we were doing like liposuction there for a moment or something. Why won't it move? It's okay. We're a doctor. I think. Thank God this person isn't alive. Alright. What now? Mix the cleaners in the bathroom closet to create a tank cleaner, then pour them into the embalming pump. Okay.
I can't hold anything else. That's not it.
I don't know what we're doing here, but okay. There we go. Cleaning the tanks. I don't know if we did that right. We might not have. Not cleaning anything.
I already have one of those. That's not it. I can't hold anything else.
Why? I don't know what you want from me, game. Oh, I guess we're done. We have extra tank cleaner for no reason. Moisture.
Can't hold anything else.
How is that a large item?
I
don't know how this moisturizing wipe is a large item. You need a whole hand dedicated just to carry a moisturizing wipe. Wipe. Move the wipe across the facial features while holding down. Interact until the location is used, or until lotion rather is used up. I mean, look at that. That clearly needed a whole hand. Whoa. What the hell?
Tell you what.
What?
Why don't you go ahead and head out? I'll take over from here.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I just got here.
Don't worry. You're doing great. I'll get the last of your paperwork sorted today and call you in for your first shift.
Okay. I mean, I was worried we used the wrong wipes. So what are we doing now?
Go ahead. It's fine. I'll give you a call when we get someone in.
Okay. I guess we're just leaving then. Well, we got achievement unlocked. My first body. We embalmed the hell out of that person.
It was just really weird.
Yeah.
So some stuff fell over. That's not a big deal.
No, I know. It wasn't even my fault, but he sent me home right after that. I'm just really worried. He was supposed to finalize my stuff today.
And he said he would, right?
Yeah.
Not my stuff.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it just didn't feel like he meant it. Like he just said it to get me out of the building. Wait a sec, I have another call.
Oh, I was like, what is that noise?
Hello?
Hey, Rebecca. It's Raymond.
Oh, hi, Mr. Delver. Look,
We got a
if I
body.
did anything wrong today, just...
No. I wanted to apologize. You've done a fantastic job. I'm just not feeling too well. That's actually why I'm calling. I know it's late, but we just got 3 new cadavers, and no one else can make it in right now. I was hoping you could come in and take care of them.
Well, yeah. Are you sure? I mean, of course.
Excellent. You're doing me a huge favor.
Okay
Took
then.
care of the rest of your onboarding. We're all set. And your new badge is in your personal belongings drawer in the back room.
That's great. Thank you. I'm on my way right now. I hope you feel better.
Thanks again. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Alright, so no new bodies.
Holy shit. That was him. He signed me on. He needs me to come in tonight.
See? I told you it was fine. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Is that a Sony
I have
TV?
to go, like, right now. I'll talk to you later.
Alright, I guess we gotta leave.
Where are my keys?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. It's a Sony TV. Ah. Yes, Sony. We can also get a good idea of what decade we're in because it's a tube TV. That radio, too. It's really maybe harder to tell than I thought. Oh my god. Donut stuff? Got some Luna bits. Tooth Time toothpaste. What does that say? Something bombs? Chips? Uh-ohs? Embalm, the book. A book of the history and the preservation of how people used to cope with death. Let's take those keys. Temporary items. Temporary items do not take up space in your normal inventory. Use a temporary item by directly interacting with the object that requires it. Nice. Grandma. Alright. Hey now.
You are wearing a
Hey,
very
Faj.
well-tailored person suit.
Faj gifting a sub to Donut Stuff. Donut Stuff, you've been stitched
into the suit.
and directly into our stomachs. Faj, thank you so much for gifting that sub. And with your sub, and since I forgot to add the point earlier from Mr. Fiendish, that actually will trigger a wheel for us that we will get to here before too long. Nice. Very nice. All right. Music band shirt. Wow, that's kind of amazing. The nicest people are dead. I feel there's some truth to that. I can feel that, yeah. What do we got over here? Death and Decay, a book covering the process and science of decomposition. Alright. Dead. Ride the bike, be your own boss. Alright. A lot of interesting stuff here. We can't open the door to the supposed bathroom. Little sink. Little kitchen here. I'm guessing that's the bathroom, right? Like, that's probably like a fold out, if I had to take a guess. Little studio apartment. Oh, hey, we can snoop the fridge.
You are wearing
Lifos.
a very well-tailored person suit.
Hey, Hunter Soul coming on in with those 11 months.
Into the suit.
Hunter Soul, thank you so much for that resub.
I would
really
tell you about a
appreciate that.
donut I got, but that's a whole other story.
Wow, Faj. Wow. Ridiculous. Faj, thank you so much for the 100
Bits.
I appreciate that. And Hunter Soul, thank you so much for that 11-month resub. I appreciate that. I hope you're having a really good day. Let's check out what's in this fridge. We got Lifos. We got 2% milk. Mozzarella cheese. Organic stuff. Happy tofu. And then takeout containers. It's hard to tell what's in that. I feel like that could be pickles. I guess we can just leave. There's nothing else to really look at in here. Lifos, though, right? Is that like SpaghettiOs, but with more life? Well, we're at work. It's raining. I like it already. Now, if we open the windows, will it rain inside?
Alright, guess I'll head to the back and get started.
What was that? I don't know what that was. Oh, phone's ringing. Ahoy, ahoy.
Mr. Delver, I need help. Someone's outside the mortuary.
Just try to stay calm. I know you're scared. I'll unlock the door in a moment.
What?
This is very sudden, but listen to me. We have to start right away.
What?
I'm sorry. I didn't know until it made itself known this morning that it was here, let alone bound to you. I had no way of knowing the possession had started.
What? Look, this isn't funny. Stop.
You need to take this seriously. You need to act quickly.
This is insane. I'll just leave. I'll just fucking leave.
You can't leave, Rebecca. I can't allow that for you or for others. It's far too dangerous.
What am I supposed to do then?
Most bodies I work with at night are fine, so we stay calm, okay? We embalm, file the paperwork, everything. Treat it like a normal day. Staying focused will help. I left some things for you on the desk. I'll call again when you get to the embalming room.
No, wait.
What?
What the fuck? This is insane.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. This is so stupid. Just some hazing for the new girl or something. Just play along and do your job.
So yeah, we're possessed? Or a possession has started? We got a tape recorder, an old key, and a hall key. Okay, that's a nice box. Can we keep the box? 3 empty slots. I imagine we got to do 3 people then. Hall key? Okay. What do you got around here? It's just a picture of an old house. That creepy picture we saw earlier. Mr. delivers business cards. Okay, so he's got a bunch of business cards. We never looked at that, but I think those are just pamphlets, what to expect after death. Oh, I knocked that over. We already know what happens when I try to grab the coffee. Alright. And then the stuff in here, okay. Nothing too much going.
Fucking quitting tomorrow. I mean, who does something like this?
We can't open these? Really? But it's nice and rainy. Oh shit. I'll keep those lights on. Hello?
All right, listen carefully.
Look, I'm sorry, but this entire thing is extremely unprofessional. If this is how you treat new hires, I don't think I can work for you. This isn't funny.
Rebecca, you don't have to believe me, but I hope you do before it's too late. The only way to save yourself is to banish the demon before you're too far gone. To do that, you will need to learn the demon's name, bind it to its chosen body, and burn it in the retort. Look, I know this is a lot to take in. I wish I could do more for you. I had years to learn what I know. You have hours. I've recorded a number of cassettes to instruct you, in the hope that having a physical object with a known message will help you stay grounded. I won't be calling again. You can't trust the phones. Anything can be manipulated.
What
Listen to
the
tapes.
hell?
Learn the demon's name. Burn the correct body. The most important thing in the room is in that cabinet. Open it up. Good luck, Rebecca. I'm sorry this had to happen.
Oh,
This is insane.
okay.
Whatever. Just be the professional one, grab a body, and get started.
So we come to this place. We get possessed by a demon. This has to be an OSHA violation. Small cassette tape 3, the process of possession. Yeah, we're gonna have to listen to that.
At every moment, the demon is funneling its energy through you, weakening you, until you are unable to resist. Identifying a demonic entity is a delicate balance. The further you are from possession, the more time you have. closer you are, the more the demon will make itself known, allowing you the information to guess its name and the body it's bound to. The only way I've found to tell how far along a possession is on your own is to scribble on a piece of paper. Don't think about it. Just scribble. Look carefully. If you notice anything strange, it's starting to take hold. There's a notepad and a pencil on the desk in the front room. Checking from time to time can give an idea of how long you might have.
So this demon doesn't sound too much unlike fried food. You go into a restaurant, you smell something frying. The longer it fries, the stronger it gets. Until you can't refuse not ordering it. If only they would give it to you for free if you could guess what the smell is, then you'd be in business. What's this? Number 1?
The Night Shift Database. A computer program combining all my findings into one reference point.
Okay.
The database contains all the information on the process of expulsion, the tools used, and most importantly, all the markings of the known demonic names.
Okay.
If you ever forget what to do, replay these tapes or look it up in the database. The collection of demonic names is the most crucial piece to the puzzle. You will need this information. My ID card is in my personal belongings drawer. On the back is the passcode to access it. Use it.
Man. This is not a normal job. So that was tape 1, and we found tape 3. Where's tape 2? Is it around here somewhere? Tape 2? 2? 2? 2? Oh. Let's not do that. Alright. Let's check the drawers. Okay. The Book of Typhon, Conversation 6. Typhon walked among his disciples, and he spoke. Who does not truly let the Lord into his heart shall be judged by sin, and destined to serve those who truly believe, for all are assigned to the halls of hell. 7. Abandon God as he has abandoned you. Bring Lucifer into your heart and reveal in his glorious sin, for all are damned. There is no hope for God, or of God. All are marked for the lost hopes of hell, are hopelessly lost. You have been left behind. 8. As he passed, Ornan looked upon Typhon with disgust and said, I will not turn my eye from God. Satan has no dominion over the Lord's creation. 9. Typhon looked onto Orion and said, Pray as you wish, fall to your knees at this moment and call to God. Perhaps he will step down from the heavens and doubt shall vanish. 10. Pray to nothing and behold the truth. I will take you from God's creation, the ashes from man as it burns eternal in sinful fire. Okay, we got a couple more. 11. Typhon held the charred remains of Droid as he walked among his disciples, spreading his ash upon their flesh. Setting onto the reeds of the head ablaze, he said unto Orion, See now that all are marked in the glory of Satan. 12. Orion, behold the flesh of the light upon the skin of each disciple. As Typhon passed from it, he saw marked burn deep into their flesh, one of 3 of the houses of hell, for we are all destined to serve his higher purpose. 13. And Typhon extended into the ashes of Darod to the hands of Orion and said, Bear this forgotten flesh upon your own, ignite its sin, and accept the true God. Wow, what a piece of documentation to find in a mortuary. What is that about? Can't open that. Okay.
You know what? Screw this. I'm calling the police.
The phone's dead? Wow. Alright.
Whatever.
Computer's locked. Hey, where's the personal drawer?
And get started.
Don't we have to find his thing? Wonder if that's out. Oh. No, I don't need that right now. Forceps. Eye caps. Oh, this must be the personal drawer. Keys. Full access. God, that is a horrible picture. 277201. Raymond, I really need the key to the hatch outside. The cleaner is low and you mentioned having some down there before. I know you don't trust anyone to go down there, but having a copy of the key would make things a lot easier for everyone. Zoe. So what was that again? 277201. 277201.
Forget it. Whatever.
Hey, we enabled turbo mode.
Whatever. Just grab a body and get started.
Alright, we got our to-do list.
At least I can keep track of things.
Alright, so we gotta retrieve a body from cold storage. It's thundering out there. Alright. There's the incinerator. So this is where we're gonna have to burn the body, huh? Go we're outside, got some trash cans. Alright, we got Hilario Knight. Camila Bombetti, maybe? There's no one in here, supposedly. Elia Hicks. Is there really no one in there? Nope. Well, 3 bodies. Kind of guessed 3 earlier. Who do we do first? Elijah Hicks, I suppose? Start with any of them. Doesn't really matter. Alright. Hey, we need the thing. It's over here. Oh, great.
Crummy old building.
Hempst, welcome on in. How's your day going?
Lock me in here.
Hope everything's
Shit out.
going well. Prison suit, my god. Bum trip, I don't know if I said hi. Welcome on in. Did I not pull this body out far enough? Alright. Let's go, Elijah. It's time to prepare you. Gotta drain you and do some other stuff. Man, this is kind of creepy. As we move him down the hallway, his feet are like jiggling around. Oh, man. Alright.
Alright, let's check you out.
Alright, so we gotta do the identifying marks here, so start. We got stuff right there. Nothing there. Oh, what the fuck?
Hello?
Whoa, dude.
Nope, nope. New job. I'm getting out of here. I don't care how long I went to school. New career path. Fuck this. Fine. Maybe.
It's like I can't get to the
No.
door.
Maybe everything's fine. It's fine. What? No, I'm just saying things. I need to get back to work. It's fine.
Wow, talk about influence. Thing is just whispering thoughts, putting ideas in her head. Made her calm down. Well, dude, Guess we'll, hands look okay.
Screw this. I'm getting back to work. So stupid.
Oh, man. Staring right at us, huh? Doesn't have a lot of marks on him, unless this guy died of left. Oh, something there. Oh, wow, yeah, that looks horrible. Alright, dude, we have all your marks. Now we gotta enter them into the computer. Wasn't it 2772? Yeah, here we go. The database is a collection of all my findings related to the banishment of convigious demons. The history of the demonic. I can't talk today. History of the demonic and the tools I have found through my research. Years of travel have piecing together whatever relics remain have been compiled here. The navigation bar at the top right leads to the following subsections. History of the demonic, identifying demonic tendencies. Sigils of demonic names. Tools to combat demonic forces. Well, I think we got to read all of this. It sounds important. Path to banishment. Embalm each body with a special regent from the cabinet. Okay. So we have to embalm them with special stuff. Use letting strips from the cabinet to attempt to reveal the demonic sigils. Compare the found demonic sigils to the demon's name with the Night Shift database. Build the mark to match the demon's name. Pay attention to each body for demonic activity. Note that bringing an already embalmed body back out to re-inspect for changes may be necessary. Oh. Place the marks of the body believed to have demonic tendencies. Burn that body in the retort before possession takes hold. Okay. Since I first experienced contact with demonic entities, I have described myself to researching everything I can to prevent their attempts of possession. My journey has taken me all over the world in search of answers. I have found no particular religion has full understanding of the demonic, with bits and pieces remain true in various interpretations. There is much that can be inaccurate or simply unknown. I've compiled what I have found from various archives and relics. None of the integral to banishment, but knowledge may still be of use. Okay. Jedi, welcome on in. There's a lot of stuff here. Athenian is a long-dead language recorded to be lost in the burning of the Library of Alexandria. Only a handful of religious scribes have knowledge of Athenian text and its spoken language. After the fires, what little was known and recorded and hidden to keep safe. Known of the Athenian language was believed to be the tool of the angels communicate with man. Few have been allowed to access the remaining documents. Athenian demonic. Okay, Satan's exile from heaven and his hatred for God drove the creation of the desecrated tongue Athenian. Its records have been combined with the remaining documentation in the ancient Ethan as an attempt to discover more of the ancient language. Below are translations you could find. Okay. Below are recordings I've managed to capture. Okay. Wow, okay. Wow, okay. It's a thing. When Satan and his followers fell from grace, he forged at his throne a great hall. In this hall, 3 houses were built at the grave position to power his disciples from within. The disciples were covet souls and all sins to gather them bring destruction to God's creation on earth. They were given charge of 3 great houses, within the houses to build and command their armies, and archdemons of the devil to humans as the covetous demons. Okay. The marks of 3. The mark of the 3, the devil's hand seen holding 3 fingers up, surrounded by the iconography of different houses. Okay. That's a thing. When the church found someone to be guilty of sin betrayed the forgiveness of God, the accused atoned for their sins and re-enter the grace of God by undergoing a cleansing of sin known as a quarter letting. A priest would bless the holy blood that remained in the sinner before cutting the wrist and allowing the remaining blood of the sin, known as quartus, to flow freely into the urn. The blood would be drained and the accused became weak. The weakness was believed to be the body being unburdened from the weight of sin. The amount was believed to be approximately a quarter of the sinner's blood. The corpse was then burned as the blood was believed to be part human and part demonic. I mean, they were weak because they were, you know, slowly bleeding to death, but yeah, okay. What else do we got here? We got all that. Identifying demonic tendency. Wow. Got cuts. Upside down cross cuts. Symbols on the hand.
Alright. This working? Yeah. This thing is huge.
Huge.
I guess. This is David. Raymond, this feels insane, but I think you were right. This has happened a few times now, but
What has
let me see
happened?
if I can get in here. There it is. Fuck. Fuck!
What the hell? What? Okay. When learning the name of the demonic entity is more about waiting. Identifying which body is experiencing demonic tendency requires paying close attention. While any of the bodies can be manipulated, it is far easier for the entity to control its own vessel. Sudden movements, large or small, can be a sign of tendency. If a body appears to be more active than others, or strange markings start to appear, it may be signs of demonic tendency. However, the demon is trying its best to remain elusive, and may manifest these manipulations on the body, which is why it's important to take note of which body is experiencing these events. The more the links to a specific body, the more likely it is to be the chosen vessel. The appearance of new markings on the body, sudden movements, large or small, repeat movements, is one of the more active than others. A demonic entity is present. The vessel may occupying from markings not previously observed. Inspecting a body additional times is important to spotting these. Okay. And then this dude's video where he screams out hilariously. Alright, so we saw that. Got 2 more things to read. Each of the covetous demons belong to one of 3 houses. Okay, we kind of read that earlier a bit. Immolation. The House of Immolation. Belmet, Enki, Teldunk, Sebas? Okay. Invidious. Shadat, Azel, Kavos, Maset. Okay. Desolation. Vakarith, Vermok, Tishak, Uz. I don't even know how to pronounce that one. Okay. Let's go back home. We got one more thing to look at. The entity must be bound to the original vessel and that vessel destroyed in order to stop the possession process. Through my work has managed to discover and establish a set of tools to bring about banishment of demonic entities. The occupied body must contain the regent. The mark may have the correct demonic name, and the mark must be placed on the correct body and burned. Below are the tools I am aware of and their usage. The mark. The mark is one of 2 tools used to bind the demon to its chosen vessel. Each slot holds a sigil that represents a part of the demon's name. When all 4 are placed in the correct configuration, the completed mark on the vessel is believed to have a demonic tendency. The mark will react and the baleful regent inside, binding the demon to it. Once the demon is bound, burn the body. Okay. Uncovering the demon's name, the evocation can only be completed once the demon has been inscribed in the 4 sigils of its name into the world. They are hidden from us until revealed by the burning and letting parchment. Once all 4 sigils are discovered, the name of the demon will be known and the mark can be built. You know, why did this guy not go over this stuff with us? Like, this is a hell of a thing. Like, okay, so she ends up getting possessed. He doesn't want anything to do with it. Maybe he's worried about being possessed himself or something. But, like, he's got all this stuff. Like, I feel like he should have had, like, a night class for, like, a week or a month or something that she has to go to before starting this job, if this was a possibility. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, what an irresponsible businessman. My God. The region is the second... What was that? The region is the second part of the tool that can bind the demon to its chosen vessel. It has the ability to react to the mark of the demon's name. Since it's unknown which body the demon occupies, it's important to add the regent to all the bodies being embalmed. It ensures that once the mark has been built, any of the bodies will be ready to receive it. The demon will do whatever it can to breed doubt, so it is unlikely, though not impossible, that any noticeable change will occur once the mark regent are in place. The choice of the body and the demon must be certain before burning the body. I think I missed something. Go back. Shit. That's the parchment. We didn't read the parchment. Last thing. The demonic evocation can only be completed once the demon has inscribed 4 sigils of its name into the world. They are hidden from us and must be revealed, letting parchment or letting strips. Our special page is of scripture marked with calling symbols and Etherean text that will cause the demonic sigils to burn into our world when near. To use the letting parchment, simply hold a strip up. As the demonic sigil is appeared, the paper will begin to smolder. The closer the parchment becomes, the more violent the reaction will be, and it will burn. When the paper combusts completely, the sigil is revealed and the area must be searched. There's a lot of stuff. We're not gonna figure any of this out. Alright, back to our job, I suppose. What the hell was that? Did that dude just get up from the table? Like, I'm reading that and I see someone just approach us at the computer. Oh my God. Man, what a job.
You need to file a copy up front.
Why is the door open?
Time to embalm.
Why is the door open? That's what that ding was we heard earlier. It was the door opening. Jeez. Like, I'm tempted to just keep that door shut. Okay. Alright, here we go, guys.
There we go.
Okay. Insert eye caps to keep eyes shut. Yes, please. Those are the scalpels. Are these the eye caps? Yeah, they are. Oops, I didn't grab it. Phone's ringing. Hello?
Hello? Hello. Rebecca? Rebecca? What the?
Why did that sound like we were calling ourselves?
All right.
Maybe I will close this door. Jeez. Alright, mix embalming fluid. Alright. Alright. Embalming fluid. Okay, that's one. Two. Bleaching agent. Used for restoring a more full look to weak skin. Okay. Here we go. We need this. There's one more chemical we're missing, though. Where is it, you think? Jeez. One. It's not bad. There it is. The hell is that? Just a random coffin. And close these doors. Alright. Mix embalming fluid. Regent in the old cabinet. Oh, yeah. We gotta get that stuff. Hold on. We're not done. Whoa! Okay. Taboov, welcome on in. There's the other cassette.
To banish a demon to hell, it must be bound to its chosen body and burned. The three objects in this cabinet are your tools. First, the clay tablet in the center is called a mark.
Okay.
Placing the smaller pieces in the correct configuration will spell the demon's name. Second, the bottles on the top shelf are a special reagent that will react to the mark. Add a bottle to the embalming mixture during the process. When the mark is placed on the correct body with the reagent inside, it will force the demon to become bound to it. Pay attention to signs that you have chosen correctly. They can be obvious or extremely subtle. Once you are certain the demon is bound to its vessel, burn it.
Okay.
Finally, the pieces of paper on the right are called letting strips. It must inscribe the sigils of its name in our world to begin the evocation. You will need to uncover these sigils to use them. Hold a letting strip up while wandering the mortuary. If it begins to smolder and burn, you're close. When the paper combusts, the sigil has been revealed somewhere in that area. They can be anywhere, so look on walls, under objects, inside furniture, anywhere. The demon will inscribe its sigils over time to try and hide them, so check regularly. Once you uncover the sigils, use the night shift database to decide which demon you're dealing with.
Okay.
Use that knowledge to create the mark. The steps are simple.
Yeah, simple.
Add the reagent to the embalming mixture. Uncover the sigils.
Yeah, simple. Dude, how about you go yourself right now with all this? Like, this is supposed to be a job. Jeez. He didn't even leave us a sandwich. Aren't we supposed to be eating a sandwich while doing all this? Like, isn't that what they always show in movies? Gotta have some sandwich while you're working on the bodies. It's just so unprepared. Alright, I guess we gotta get the tubing. This thing, I guess? Where's the tubing? This, I think? Tubing. Are you tubing? You are tubing. Alright. Here we go. Alright. Artery forceps. The tubing. There we go. And there he goes. Okay. Now we'll just let him drain out. Step over here. It's a little loud over there, huh? All right. Okay, now what? Fill an empty... Oh, that's right. The empty IV bag with the reservoir. Okay, where's those bags? Hey, there's a safe here. Or something. What was that? My new card! You should take it. Limited access. Lame. Maybe it's up here. Those are the wipes. Oh, here we go. Okay. Alright. Fill that cavity. There we go. ADMX, welcome on in. There we go.
There we go.
Alright. Lastly, mix the cleaner in the bathroom to clean the tank and then apply the moisturizer. So, just going out here to the bathroom. Okay. I'm gonna keep that door closed. I'm gonna keep all these doors closed. I said I was gonna keep the doors closed. This demon. Beat me to it. Rude. Okay. Apply the wipes. I guess we have to wait till that finishes. Okay, just wipe this guy's face. There you go, dude.
All right.
Nice and moist. Alright, return the body to the cold storage. I mean, I didn't see any marks or anything appear, did? Guess we should check again, huh? Anything? Yeah, any marks? Anything demonic on you? That was already there. That was already there. Well, I guess you're okay. Okay. Let's open up your thing here, Elijah. Alright. Now go grab his body, put him back on ice. Oops, wrong one. Feet jiggling while we move them. Okay. Alright, who's next? Just go down the line, I guess. We'll do Camellia Bombetti. Alright, let's grab this here. Alright. This to the side. Alright, let's go. Takes a while to mouse over the body. Hey, what's all this? Temporary cremation bags. Ah, that's good to know. Alright, let's go. Okay. Who's laughing? Was that the body laughing, or was that like... God, I don't know. It's almost creepier having the doors closed. At least when they're open, like... It's not like, oh, I'm gonna... open the door and there's gonna be something there. In fact, I'm gonna leave all these doors open. What the hell is that? Shit. We don't have a flashlight either. I can see the switch right there. It doesn't help that there's already a dead body in here, and then we saw potentially the demon. Okay. Well... Oh, that's right. We gotta start with the report. Okay, so... rotate. See a mark already over there. Mark there. Nothing there. Oh, scratches.
There we go.
Okay. I don't know if we need to turn them over both, because we were able to see that one from the other side and we already got it. That's good. Don't see anything there. Okay, now we'll go ahead and enter in the information. Entry 2. Mild abrasions, contusion on the right shoulder, Contusions on the right leg. And that's it. Submit. Alright, print out the report. On the way to the kitchen, got lost. What? You like to imagine the demon is passively aggressive, turning the lights off, like electricity doesn't grow on trees. So wasteful. Maybe it was a really like, oh. What the hell was that? I would be out of there. Like, this demon's not messing around to be able to do that. Wow. I would just crawl out that window and be gone. I don't care if this demon's latched onto me. I would leave. I'd probably, like, find, like, the nearest church and just, like, hold up there. Jeez. Can I take this cross with me at this point? Man. Oh, it's up there. Okay. Okay. Time to start the embalming. We know where we gotta start. Just grab all the odds and ends right off the bat. Knock a lot of this stuff out right in a row. Okay, anyway, here we go. That's right. That last one sounded crunchy.
There we go.
Alright. What the hell? What are we... Where the... are we? Spoons, syringes. And they were doing like heroin in here or something. Where's the phone?
Yo, thought you'd be hiding at Billy's place. Your dad's being a total fucking loser. We're heading down to the beach in just a sec. Grab your kid and get down here. Party's gonna start without you.
Jesus. Like, this is your life. I assume this might be her life, the person we're embalming right now. It'd be so fucking depressing. Burger bag. Alright. Got some burgers at least. Heroin kit. My kit. Yeah, wow. Jeez. Chocolate milk. Cans of something. More burgers. A lot of burger bags. Okay. I think that's like pizza boxes, maybe. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's flooding. Hey, dude, if you're gonna float here, you gotta pay rent.
You did this to me. It's all your fault.
What's that noise? Well, that happened. We gotta do the eyes. This is the first time the eyes have already been closed. So we gotta open... How much you want to bet they're just gonna be staring right at us?
All right.
Okay. Oh, right. Mix the embalming fluid. Right. I did open all the windows, yeah. Thought it sounded nicer. Oh wait, the tubing. There we go, we got the tubing. Okay. Alright, so we gotta do the forceps. We gotta do the tubing. Gonna stand back here pretty loud, let that blood drain out of that body. All right. Is that the corpse? Yeah, we already did the report, the initial report. Okay. Now we got to get the reservoir bag. Fill it. There we go. Okay.
There we go.
There we go. Mix the cleaner in the bathroom. Gotta go back out here, huh? Okay, we made it through the hallway without getting pushed. Okay. Jeez. Whoa. Okay. I mean, I gotta get back over to the body. You want to come over here and do this?
All right.
Return the body to cold storage. I'm gonna re-examine this body. This body had a lot... Holy shit. Okay. Okay then. Any symbols? Any symbols? That was already there, I think. Maybe. Was that already there? I actually don't think so. That was already there. Those scratches were there. Guess we could try that. We haven't tried that yet. Okay. Ooh. Holy sh... That was quick. Okay. Whoa, hey. It's a Z. It's a Z. It's gotta be that, right? I mean, maybe. This looks like a straight Z. This. That's normal. That door's closed. I'm gonna reopen this door. I can't. Okay. Dude. And shit is going down. Where's the light to this room? Is that what I wanted? Look, the vision is affected a bit. It was. It's cleared up now. Somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. Right there. Alright, it looks like, a line down with like a C through it, maybe. Some googly eyes. Alright, a line down. This. Guess we should get some more paper, huh? Okay, let's get the paper. There it is. Kind of looks like a 3, almost. This. Oh, get the paper. I keep forgetting we gotta keep getting new paper. Okay, get the new paper. Guess in the bathroom, huh? No. It's not quite a beat you can dance to. Whoa. Damn. She has to be the demon. Has to be. The amount of activity. We're not getting anything off this paper, though. What the heck? Jesus. What if it's to the car or something? Why is our car door open? What if the mark is inside the car? I didn't even know we could really go outside. It's super dark out here. Super. Well, the paper's not lighting anywhere. It's not ready, I think, to show us the last symbol just yet. Okay. That's fine. Let's put it away. And go back here, I guess. Let's see, any new things there? Nope. 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 Alright, oh, Jesus. God, dude. Let's get her back into the fridge. Okay, demon, can we do that? Can we just put her back into the fridge? the last body. Okay. He's got no marks on his back. He's got a mark there. Abrasion on his foot. Keep looking down the corners. Man. I don't know what that is.
There we go.
Dude had a lot of little stuff, didn't he? Oh, entry 3. 6. Right left shoulder. Right arm. Left arm. Right leg. Alright, that's got to be everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Age, everything. Submit. Terminal noodle arms? Damn.
It's your grandma. I need you to let me in, sweetie.
Go away, Grandma.
Love your grandma.
No. Go away. Bad.
It's so cold out here. I want to come in. Let me in, Rebecca.
Go away.
Let me in, you little bitch!
Okay. Let's file this away under holy crap. There we go. You know what? Now I'm gonna close all the windows because of that. Pseudo, welcome on in. Solstice, welcome on in. If I've missed anybody today, I hope you're having a good day. Let's take... Right.
I can't hold anything
Really?
else.
Just the one thing, huh? Alright, well, first thing is the jaw. Only 3 on this one, huh? The other one had 4.
There we go. All right.
Okay. K9, how you doing? Welcome.
I can't hold
Why?
anything else.
Oh, because it's a big item. It's fine. Put those pads on the ground. Alright. So, oh, we gotta mix the stuff.
I can't hold anything else.
Keep goofing this a little bit, don't I? Trying to get ahead of myself. We'll pick... Shit, they're back. Stop it. You... Whoa. Dirty switch flipper. The hell?
I will bathe in the blood of the righteous. All will burn in the country of sin. My coming shall herald glorious sorrow. I will claim the flesh of man for my own. 3 houses and halls of hell. 2 beacons of glory in my house. 1 to usher tribulation. I have come.
Whoa. Whoa. All right. The fuck? Are these just demons? I feel like I'm inside an H.R. Geiger painting right now. Maybe not so much the demons, but the landscape.
So difficult for little Rebecca. Just give in.
You killed him. You threw away his love with your selfish sin. In his final moments, he regretted you.
I'm so sorry.
What a familiar voice. Be more comforting. Just let me in, Rebecca. It will be over.
Alright. I thought the other body was the one. This one is definitely the one. You're getting burned if I can finish this thing. I don't even know what's left. Let's do this quickly. Did I not take it? No, we didn't. We missed one. This, I think. Okay, now grab the tubing. Let's cut them. Artery. Tubing. Drain it. Drain him. Drain him quick. Gotta get this dude into the fire. I think. Come on. Drain. There we go. Okay, we gotta fill up that bag. Oops. Oops. Do you think we get hazard pay from this?
There we go.
See, this is where it's going to be a problem. Because, I don't remember there being another... Yeah, there's not. Unless this is just one down here. It is. Okay, good. You know, we have the paper, I think. I don't see where it says we can scribble stuff. I'm gonna use this strip right now. Any new... Where? No, I'm not.
The door's open.
No, it's not. Shit. This is a big room. It could be anywhere. Be in a drawer. What was that? There it is. Looks like an H with a line through it. Or with a line next to it. This. So there's the take it.
Are you sure this is the right one?
I don't know. Oh, this. Okay, here we go. Okay. No, probably the sigils. Sigils. Go home. Alright, let's see. Such a slow computer. This. And we got this right here. Kovos. That's who it is. It's Kovos. That matches everything we found. We got you now, you bastard. Kind of, maybe. I don't know if this is the right one.
I'm missing something.
Oh, we're not done with them yet. The moisturizer.
I can't hold
Oh, because we
anything
got the
else.
sizzle. The sigil. The sizzle. The sizzle. Jesus. Here, I guess we can drop the clipboard for a second.
All right.
I want to look him over again. Oh man, who's calling us now?
Hello?
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 Why are you still doing this?
My job.
I'm going to kill you, Rebecca.
Okay, well, full story. We gotta go check another body. We gotta go check another body. I'm not convinced. We gotta make sure we burn the right one. Lights are flashing. We thought pretty sure it might have been the second body. The first one had no activity on it, so let's move this body and let's check the second body again.
Are you sure this is the right one?
No, I'm not sure. Stop. Stop confusing me. I'm just gonna leave that open. I'm trying to be all proper with this job. To hell with this job anyway. Stupid ass mortuary. These dead people. Damn guy didn't even leave me a sandwich. What if it is the fucking first guy? What if the mark would only have appeared if I had the sigil on? What's with this music? Stop it, game. Hey, Power, I appreciate you getting into it, but, limitation on the back seating unless asked. Which I may ask. Hey, Camo, welcome. I'm gonna check the first corpse again. Let's check the first corpse. I don't see any marks. Nothing. This one had activity. The last one we did had a bunch of activity. How you doing today, Camo? And the music in here is tense. The music stopped. Why did the music stop? Shit, none of them have symbols on them. Oh my god, dude. Stop that.
You are wearing a very well-tailored person suit.
Have you tried turning the cadaver on and off again?
That's it. That's what we haven't tried. Zvinges, thank you so much for the 22 months.
Into the suit.
I appreciate that. Let me add your point. Like, we know the demon's name. We don't have... We don't know which it is, though, right? Or maybe we do? I'm grabbing the last body. And we're gonna burn that one. You know why we're gonna burn it? Because it was the one where the demon was like, "Are you sure?" Like, it was trying to add doubt into us. And it said before that things could lie to us. I'm gonna check this body though one more time before we do it. If I still don't see any symbols, we're still gonna burn it because I think we're about to like get wrecked. Alright, you're the one. If we're wrong, then we're screwed.
Can't use that here.
Why?
I can't use that here.
Why not? Gotta do this forever. You're done, you spooky son of a bitch. Maybe we chose right. Whoa. Maybe we chose poorly. The smell would be unimaginable.
Good morning. It's nice not to be the one down there for a change.
Raymond?
I suppose a first name basis is in order.
Yeah.
Did I make it? Is it over?
For now. It's never really over. You've come a long way. It's a lot to learn.
I'm so glad I'm here.
I know it's disorienting. You'll get used to it. You should head home and get some rest. Every night can be different.
I think I'm fine.
Are you sure? You seem out of it.
Oh, I've just been waiting for so long.
Oh no,
What?
we chose bad.
What are you? Oh no, you chose the wrong demon. Rebecca.
Rebecca's not here, you fucking idiot!
Oh no.
Watch your flesh go and drink it as it melts from your pitiful frame. Worthless old shit.
Ending 3 of 5. Shifts completed 1, times possessed 1. Bodies embalmed 3, bodies burned 1. So we can guess without having to embalm all of them. So you can just like straight go in there and do that. But it says every night is different, so I'm guessing like there's a lot of possibilities here. Wow. So we got a bad ending that time. We didn't banish the demon, banish them at all. Well, let's go. Let's get this going. Holy crap. That was good. You know, for getting an ending in this game, I gotta say, I liked that. That was cool. This game's pretty cool. I wish there'd be more to it, though. Like, I wish the mortuary area was bigger. I wish even more stuff would happen. And maybe it will. They said every night's different, so it leads me to believe there's, you know, potential variation to be had. But it does make me wish, like, this game could even be grander than it is. And I hope that they work on a Mortuary Assistant 2. I want to see this game like an evolution of this. Crazier stuff, more people, even like increased what you got to do for the embalming. Like, I want them to polish that up too a bit. It's another shift. I like how they're not having to make you go through it again. It's just like, you're here, you know what you got to do. You heard everything before. Just get to it. Speeds this along a bit, huh? Oh, you know, we didn't get the sticky notes, did we? Nothing. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, let's go. Let's get these bodies. Are they the same bodies? No. Toby Lauren, Nathan Lawrence, Janine Small. Hmm. Let me sit up a little bit. Hold on. Got all slouchy during that, like getting all into it. Alright, here we go. Oh, we forgot the table. Can't do anything without the table. You know, we had the cremation bag, like we didn't even use it. Gurney. I don't care about your knocking, demon. And I'm not going to be all proper this time, closing all the doors and everything. It's like, nah. Nah, we're good. Just leave stuff open, doesn't even matter. We're here to find demons. Let's take some paper. Let's, we don't need the cassettes, right? They're all the same, right?
The Night Shift Database. A computer program combining all my findings into one reference point. The database contains all the information on the process of expulsion.
Oh, you changed the password?
Tools used, and most importantly, all the markings of the known demonic names. If you ever forget what to do, replay these
6748, that's way short.
The collection of demonic names is the most crucial piece to the puzzle. You will need this information. My ID card is in my personal belongings drawer. On the back is the passcode.
Okay, so let's get to it.
Use it.
Take all the little stuff. There we go. All the little stuff. And,
I don't have my clipboard.
ah. It's time to do the investigation. Alright, let's rotate. Nothing. Okay, check his hand. Stuff there. Something on the foot. Abrasion. Nothing. Nothing. Looks like he has a mole on his chest. Nothing on the back. And
there we go.
Mark. There we go. Alright, got it all. Toby. D2. Head contusion. Left shoulder mole. Right arm rash. Left arm hematoma. Right leg mild abrasion. Left leg contusion. There we go. Submit. We missed something? 3, 4, 5. Oh, we missed one. Right arm. Left arm. Right leg. Left leg. Oh, the shoulder. There we go. We got it. Han Sheeran. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Alright, let's go drop the report. Sure stuff's gonna start happening pretty soon here. So we gotta get to this. We gotta solve this. Or this demon messes us up. Alright. Five, wow.
There we go. All right.
All right, here we go. Let's get the tubing. Gotta mix it.
I can't hold anything else.
Damn, I did it again. Drop it. Take it. Drop it. Take it. Can we take it? Oh, we did. Take it. All right.
I can't use that here.
Okay. Got everything there. Let's pick up the tubing. The game's good. Game's really good. Our first playthrough of it was great. It was good. I liked what they did. It's one of those games that I just wish there was more. Like, they did so much stuff right and so many cool things. And I just wish it would be more. Like, the whole thing to where you can keep going back to it. There's multiple nights. There's multiple seeds, if you will, to how it's going to play out. Like, that's cool. I like that a lot. But I still just wish there was more. But I like it.
I'm missing something.
Turn it on. Turn it on. Embalm him.
Why did you let me die?
The hell? Are you talking?
This is all your fault. I regret every second with you. Time is running out, Rebecca.
This game needs DLC. See, the problem at the moment, the only problem with this game right now is its price feels like it might be $5 too much. And I say that because if this was a $20 game instead of a $25 game, but then they release DLC going forward, like $5 expansion packs, and they could do a couple of them, they would sell a lot. I don't know if there's enough here to justify 25 versus 20, but my god, it is just really fun. Like, the concept is good, so I guess I can't get on them too much about it. G-Man for the half, yeah, kinda. It's really good, though. They had some genuine scares in my first playthrough. Like, stuff that literally startled me, 100%. Legitimate scares. If there's only one dev, then they did a brilliant job, and they deserve the 25, for sure. You never know how big a team is with these indie studios. If this really was made by just one dev, that's pretty impressive. Dude did a great job. I hope he's working on DLC. Gizmo, welcome on in. There we go. All right. Fill the bag. Yeah, I'll take back what I said about the price. If it really is only one dev, like, this is an undertaking and they did a really good job. This is one of those games, though, I wish, like, they could partner up with some more devs or another studio or something. Just to come out with, like, the Mortuary Assistant 2. And it to be essentially what they've done here. But, you know, amplified a lot. Because this game did some really cool stuff that I just want more of. He made it alone. Plus he's planning story and haunting expansions in the future? Nice. Hats off indeed. Like, man. Yeah, I take back everything I said about the price for a one person doing all this stuff. Please. Like, I don't know if the subsequent playthroughs are going to be that good, but like, God, I just love it when people really put a lot of time and effort into making a genuinely good horror experience. And just based on that one playthrough, and that one playthrough took us like 2 hours of just really good stuff. And then plus with multiple playthrough abilities, like, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, the cleaner. What's next? This, I think? The facial wipes. I'm gonna moisturize the hell out of this guy. Just gotta wait for that to finish. There you go. Why isn't it working? That's weird.
All right.
Alright, here we go. Can't be looking all crusty. Nope. No dry corpses around here. You know what, before we put him back in, let's check out the strip. Let's see what this strip does. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, no. Alright, where are you? There we go. It's that one again. The C with the line and the googly eyes. Alright. Take another strip. I'm gonna check for more locations. Just to see. Is it in the drawer again? No. Oh, it's right there. It's that same symbol. It's like a 3. It's like a Z and a 3 together. 3Z. Right here. See if we can get this one to burn. We may not get away so lucky.
Already died, sweetie.
Someone's talking back there.
Don't.
Did you hear that? Okay, so we're not at a place to where we can see the other symbols just yet. That's fine. Alright, let's go take the body. The Bodhi. Let's go put you back on ice. And then we'll get to work on the second one. Hey Jedi, you just redeemed
exquisite nothingness.
Redeeming the most exquisite nothing in all of Twitch, and now none of it can be yours. Enjoy your nothing. Enjoy that nothing. Yeah, I love subtle noises in horror games. It adds good ambience. Also, the rain. I'm gonna open up the window if we can too, because I love the rain sounds in this game. There we go. Get some good rain going on here. Alright, let's get started. Get more tools. Oops. Alright. Oh, dude! What the hell was that? Jeez. Alright, we gotta take this report. Its face was weird. Almost comically weird. But man, startled the crap out of me. That guy needed some sun. Is what that thing needed. Some vitamin D immediately. Oh right, I'm getting ahead of myself. We gotta enter it in. 2, Nathan, 36. Contusion, right arm, left leg. Oh. Yeah, this is clearly not the same demon as the first time. Alright, next we got to do the jaw, alright. Come on, there you go.
There we go.
Alright, let's get their eyes.
Alright.
Right, next we gotta mix the chemicals. Mix it. Not that one. That door's closed. I'm just gonna ignore you. You can stay there. You want to come and watch? Alright, artery, tubing. Oh. Okay. Alright. Alright, so that's done. Balming completed. Next is the bag. Alright, do this. Hey Magnus, how you doing? Welcome on in. Alright. I mean, that demon will get a nice tan once we put him in the incinerator.
There we go.
And now we gotta go get the cleaner. The cleaner. And the moisturizer. Am I gonna do all the endings? No, not today. But I might eventually do all the endings. I feel like all the endings is something I'd have to look up after stream today, so I know all the requirements. The journey feels like it'll be unique every single time. But, yeah.
All right.
Alright, here we go. Hey, they're doing that thing again. You can hear it. They're doing that thing. Alright, we'll get the last body. Alright. We're going to do this and then we'll burn the papers. We'll do it in that order. Also, getting something. Alright, so they're here. Let's do the report. Rotate. Something there. Rotate. There. Nothing on the legs. Abrasion. Rotate. Nothing. Check the back. Nothing.
There we go.
Right there. Alright. Report is good. 25. Contusion. Right shoulder. Right arm. Oops. Right arm. Left leg. I said left leg. Alright. Didn't want to take my entries all the time for some reason. We're going through this one pretty quick because we know all the general motions. Alright, let's get the stuff. Alright, now what? What's next? There we go. Got that crunch. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. Now the eyes.
All right.
Go. Now the embalming chemicals. You hear that? Keep thinking this thing's gonna pop up somewhere. Okay. Okay, so we're getting all ready. I already got the other bag prepped. There we go. Fill that cavity. There we go. Wow, that one took a lot.
There we go.
Okay, we gotta go get the... Keep thinking I'm gonna see something in that mirror. Alright. Alright. Last thing, the moisturizer. The vision's getting foggy. Something's gonna happen.
No. All right.
Alright, so before we even put the body back in, we gotta try to do some stuff here. So we're gonna do this. It's kind of a symbol, but not really. Let's get the strip. See if we can get this to burn. Whoa, don't do that. I wonder if that's like a big turn of possession right there when that happens. This isn't that good if it's only, we only have 2. Uh-oh. Shit, should we do a re-examination at this point? None of the bodies acted up. I mean, I think one of them did actually, now that I think about it. That was already there. Nothing. Oops. Makes me wonder, like, are we missing things? Because we've already taken care of all 3 of the bodies, right? Only one of the bodies did anything, but we still don't know the demon's name, right? Like, it's starting to give us something. I mean, I could just pull the first guy back out. Because he was the only one that did anything, wasn't he? The first dude? And just try to burn him. Living my teenage dream of being a mortuary assistant. It's a lot of work. Need Lorraine Warren. Yes. Conjure us up some answers. Upside down cross. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. Symbol on the wrist. This has to be the right body. Anything on your head? Anything on them feet? No. Damn though, right? Like, does any of those symbols look like any of the stuff we saw? No. None of the stuff does. Shit. Don't flash lights at me. Alright, let's try the paper. Like, we're missing 2 symbols, so if I don't know his name, then burning the right body isn't going to do anything, right? Tempted to go outside. Is it in the car, maybe? Any symbols in here? I don't think that back door opened before in the previous attempt. Oh man, I really wish we could find this stuff. Phone's ringing.
Hello? Hello? Rebecca? Rebecca? What the?
Is that phone call from before? Nothing new there. Come on, give me the name. Give me the name so I can throw this dude in the furnace. I'm also closing this door, it's too creepy. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do.
At every moment, to banish a demon to hell, it must be bound to its chosen body and burned. The 3 objects in this cabinet are your tools. First, the clay tablet in the center is called a mark.
Right, the mark.
Placing the smaller pieces in the correct configuration will spell the demon's name. Second, the bottles on the top shelf are a special reagent that will react to the mark. Add a bottle to the embalming mixture during the process. When the mark is placed on the correct body with the reagent inside, it will force the demon to become bound to it. Pay attention to signs that you have chosen correctly. They can be obvious or extremely subtle. Once you are certain the demon is bound to its vessel, burn it. Finally, the pieces of paper on the right are called letting strips. It must inscribe the sigils of its name in our world to begin the evocation. You will need to uncover these sigils to use them. Hold a letting strip up while wandering the mortuary. If it begins to smolder and burn, you're close. When the paper combusts, the sigil has been revealed somewhere in that area. They can be anywhere, so look on walls, under objects, inside furniture, anywhere. The demon will inscribe its sigils over time to try and hide them, so check regularly. Once you uncover the sigils, use the night shift database to decide which demon you're dealing with, and use that knowledge to create the mark. The steps are simple. Add the reagent to the embalming mixture. Uncover the sigils.
See, it's like it's given us all this stuff, but it feels like it's time-based, like
Burn it in the retort.
I don't know if I can even do anything until I get the thing, because we need this to spell its name. We only have 2 symbols so far. We have this thing and that thing. We also don't know... Maybe? Could be this, and but these two, they're there too. These two, and these two. These two. It's almost like you need the third one to really know which one you're dealing with. You can kind of guess once you have 3. But we can't even get the third one. I don't even know how to get to the basement, honestly. Like, I know I saw a code down there, 6748. Looks like he's pointing and smiling. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is new. God has left you. In a hallway, apparently. Oh. Oh! Well, that happened. This demon seems so friendly. Come on. Come on. Man. I really don't know how to get down into the basement either. I feel like we need to figure out the code to this. Doesn't tell you what it would be though. Damn, if we could just find one more thing. 420, that's it?
Why are you coming? Why are you coming? Rebecca? Why aren't you coming? Come over here.
What's up?
Why aren't you coming?
Okay. What if we just took a guess and burnt the body? Come on, letting strip. Come on, light up. Light up. Okay, we have more of a symbol than we've ever had before. I can just get this thing to light up. Damn it. I'm sure it's progression based. Because it won't let you just do it. We can see though it's like three dots. This isn't really helping me. Yeah, they're all embalmed. We've done them all. I think we did them all so quickly that the game doesn't know what to do. It's like, hey, you weren't supposed to embalm those bodies so quickly. Maybe I should take the other body out, huh? Like, I'm pretty sure it's this dude. But maybe we need to re-examine the second one to push it. Because this dude had all sorts of marks on him, like... Pretty sure it's that guy. Yeah, that first guy had an upside down cross on him. Which is not good for your skin. I'm gonna take that guy back out, honestly. I'm sure that's who it is. Oh, dude. I feel like we're just missing something. We're missing something. Can try to take this one out again really quick, and then I'm just gonna go back to the first body. Okay. Alright. Don't see any demonic activity on this body. Nope. No, I'm just gonna grab the first body again. We know that's who it is. But I can't burn it until we have the name. Rectic, welcome on in. Yeah, we need to try to get into that basement. We gotta figure that out. Don't tell me where it is. But, we'll figure it out. The Heed! Well, come on in. How's your day going? And Rectic, I hope you're doing good as well. Hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's been enjoying this game. This game's been crazy. Extra keys. We read this last time. Oh, dude! Rec, welcome on in. Enjoying coffee and a horror game? Nice. Why are we outside now? It's like you need to go in here. Yes, I understand this, demon. I get this. Oh, man. I'm gonna try the paper one more time. And this. Okay, we know which one it is now. We now know which one it is. It's obvious. It's kind of the one I thought it was gonna be. If we can get one more sign, we can probably guess the name. But I guarantee you it wants us to go into the basement. Guarantee it. We gotta find that key. Let's check the desk in the reception area. Can't even really see in here. Oh, dude! What? Dude, this thing! I really don't know where this key is. This is kind of ridiculous. Like, I feel like it should be these. Like, take them. A lot easier. April 17th, 1944. So 4171944. 4171944. Damn it. Alright. I guess, much as I hate to say it, if anybody has a hint for, hold on. Whoa. Are we supposed to re-examine? Maybe. Shit, not now, demon. Can't get to the basement without having trippy experience, okay. 04171944. Yeah, I've tried with the zeros. It doesn't want to take it. Sound's going faster. Give us a symbol, you demon bastard. Shit. I honestly don't know. The car, maybe? That's a bummer. Like, I really wish we can get into that basement. I have a feeling that's where the thing is. I mean, we could just take a guess, but what if it's wrong? We have a 1 in 4 chance of getting it right.
I can't use that here.
I think we end up getting possessed anyway, and it's probably a bad ending. It's just a bummer. Like, I want to get into that basement, and I don't know what to do. Someone here said you can't get to it without having a trippy experience, so I'm assuming that I can't do it unless it's something happens. It's triggered. Shit. I don't know. I don't know what to do. corpse head does not show a number. Got an upside down cross here. We got that, whatever that is. What if that's one of the letters? Looks like a lightning bolt going down. That wasn't there before. I mean, when we first got him. Not really, no. He's Harry Potter. Oh, man. You're a demon, Harry. Hell no. I mean, we only have 2 symbols that we know of. If I try to do one of them... and we're wrong, then it's another bad ending. I feel like we're so close. Like, we know which body it is more than we've known previously. We know. It has to be this guy. But we can't get the sigil to trigger. I'm thinking about just burning them. We finished the others. I've already embalmed everybody. I did it with a quickness. We're gonna take a guess after this. If this doesn't trigger it, and we're gonna burn it, and we're gonna just YOLO this demon.
Where am I?
What the hell?
What happened? Let me go! Hey, what are you doing?
Sorry. This is the only way.
Is this another ending?
No, why are you doing this? Help me, please! Please, Raymond! Raymond!
Come on, Raymond.
Raymond! Why? Hiding.
Enough shit! You never fix what you've done!
He's gonna bury us. So, that was definitely an ending. That was like, if we got the bad ending before, that was the really bad ending. It didn't even trigger as an ending either. That's weird. That's just, you didn't solve it in time, so that didn't even count as an ending. I actually kind of like that didn't count as an ending. Yeah, I wonder if it was bugged. I'm super curious. Either way, it was cool. We still have 4 other endings to get in this game. But you know what else we have to get really quick? We got some really Really late unfinished business. We got to do a wheel. Before I switch over to the wheel, though, really quick, this game is cool. I don't know if it was bugged or not. If it was, I'm sure patches. The game's super new. It came out just this past week. Will help iron stuff out, but I'm really liking what they're doing with this game. I can't wait till the DLC comes out. I'm sure that'll take a while, and that's fine. Don't rush things. But I really liked it. A lot of good scares, a lot of good spooky stuff going on, a lot of good ambience to everything. Being set in the rain at night is cool. The demons popping up. We've seen at least two different demons, which is cool. I hope there's even more than that. The whole sigil thing is interesting. The marks on the body is interesting. The having to embalm people repeatedly kind of sets the tone. This is pretty
Colonel,
cool.
I'm trying to sneak around,
Hey.
but I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
Bearded Geek Live, thank you so much for the raid and the follow. I hope you're having a good day today. Welcome on in, everybody coming on over from the raid. We've been checking out the Mortuary Assistant today. This game's been super cool. Really, really good indie horror game, designed apparently, from what I've been told today, by one person. This person put in a lot of effort to make a very cool, uniquely creepy game. And apparently it's gonna get some DLC and stuff down the road as well. It's super cool though. If you've been wondering if this is worth picking up, I think it's on Steam sale for like a couple bucks off. I would say pick it up if you really like horror games. I like this. It's just been cool. Like, it's not a super long game. It does have multiple playthroughs that add to the length of it, but it's just a cool game. Let's see here. Lil Seto, welcome on in. Mike XOX Mall, welcome on in. Welsh Dragon 403, welcome on in. And Ms. Geek 1, thank you for that follow. Welcome on in. Hope everybody is doing really well. Imsuko, welcome on in as well. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for all the follows, and thank you for that raid. You've done the 5 endings. You really enjoyed it. We've gotten 1 ending, and we had another ending a moment ago that I guess doesn't count towards the other 4 endings, which is cool. I think it's just like the ending, like you didn't do it in time. So it doesn't count as an ending, but you still failed. Unless it was supposed to count and it just didn't count it. But it's a cool game. This is definitely a cool game. I can't wait to get into even more of this game, because it's been pretty cool. There are multiple bad endings too, which is great. Oh, in addition to the 5 endings then. Because I definitely got a bad ending this last time. And then the time before it was not a great for Raymond ending either. Apparently everybody hates Raymond. In addition, that's awesome. Yeah, this game's really cool. Now I had mentioned though, we got a wheel we need to spin, so let's hop on over. Let's spin this wheel.